So today I'm going to show you how I cut out images or get rid of backgrounds in Photoshop. So yeah, let's start. I have this photo of JD or G-Dragon from Big Bang here, and it's just like a really old photo I found in all my files. Anyways, we're going to cut this out. Yeah, I'm not good at explaining, so I'm gonna link a bunch of tutorials in the description box if you don't really know how to use certain tools and things like that. Because the way I cut out is a bit difficult, I would consider. It's not something I would really recommend to a beginner in Photoshop, but if you do want to try it, I will link tutorials so you can check them out. Firstly, I'm gonna apply a layer mask onto this image, so you just click this right here. And then the way I set this up is I create a new layer and I drag it underneath, and then I choose a bright color and I take the paint bucket tool, which is underneath the gradient tool right there, and I fill it in the layer. So that way, when I take away from the image, I can see the lines and everything a little bit better compared to when it's just transparent. So you can see in this area I didn't do a clean job, but when it's transparent it's harder to tell. So that's why I like to have a layer underneath. So when I'm cutting out an image, there are a few tools that I use. I use the pen tool, I use the brush tool, and the clone stamp tool, and the quick selection tool. Depending on the image, I'll use one tool more than the other. For an image like this, you could pretty much do it with the quick selection tool for most of it, just because it's a clean background, like a photo shoot background. But I'm just going to show you how I use the pen tool for something like this. So I'm going to just take that tool and make sure you're on the layer mask. And I like to start from the bottom. So you just click to create an anchor point, and then you just follow along the image. I like to work in sections, so I'll just close this off like so, and then right click, press fill path. So we're going to use the foreground color, which is currently black. So in most cases black will take away on the layer mask and white will add. So just going to take the foreground color and then normal mode, 100% opacity, click OK, and now it's gone. And then you right click again and press delete path. I'm just gonna follow along this. I think the hardest part about the pen tool is just getting used to curving it well. I know for sure when I first used the pen tool, the edges were very jagged and it just didn't look good. I wanted a smooth effect, but I couldn't get that. So for this little bit right here, just a bit of white, I'm just gonna take the brush tool, a hard brush like this, not a soft brush, and 100% opacity, and just click it away. And make sure you're always on the layer mask. Do not go on the actual image. The layer mask, okay? And then again, just gonna go in with the pen tool and go along the edges. And you don't have to do it exactly, you just want to get close to it. And then just cut this off again. I think it's easiest to work in sections because you can just work on one angle and then work on the other. For something like this, the angle switches and it's a little bit difficult to get it perfectly. Okay, so here we got a little bit of white, but I don't really want to use the brush tool or the pen tool, so I'm going to take the clone tool, which is right here. And the clone tool, it's very similar to the brush tool. As you can see, it looks almost the same, but instead what you do is you hold Alt on your keyboard and then you get this, and then you can just click wherever you want to copy, and now you have that. You can see that's part of the image. Oh, it's because I'm the layer. Okay, yeah, I was on the layer mask. There you go. So yeah, make sure you're on the actual image when you use it. And then, yeah, it's cleaner like that. If you find the clone tool hard to use, you can get similar effects with just the brush tool. Just go on a lower opacity, choose a fluffier kind of brush, take your eyedropper tool, which is right here, and just select the color, go back to the brush tool, and brush it on. And as you can see, it does help. But that's always a great alternative if you're not very familiar with the clone tool. And then proceed with cutting out the image. I'm reaching close to the hair now, and I'm gonna stop around here. And I'm gonna go to the other side. And we're gonna cut this out now. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is you have to make sure you're on exclude overlapping shapes. Because sometimes pen tool, it will switch by itself and it will end up on this or something. And basically what this does is I made my selection of what I want to delete here, right? And so I just do the same thing. But instead of deleting what I want, it kept what I want deleted and it deleted everything else. In this case, you just gotta go Control Z, delete it, switch it back, and redo the cutout. I don't know how to fix that, it just happens, and you just gotta tolerate it and deal with it, really. See? Oh man, it happened. So you're just gonna delete it, go here, do this one, the bottom one, exclude overlapping shapes, and then just redo it. I know it's annoying, but I really do not know any solution to that. You can always check beforehand to make sure it is on there, but even then, it sometimes doesn't work. I know from experience. If you're having a hard time seeing edges, just create a curves adjustment layer, mess with the tones so you can see it a little better. Okay, so now I've pretty much cut out everything, so we just need to do the hair. So now I'm just gonna get rid of the excess with my pen tool. I'm just gonna go around the hair, not cutting out anything, but just getting rid of some of the background. Erase some of this right here. Now we can cut out the hair. So, I'm gonna duplicate the layer by doing Control J. I'm gonna hide the one underneath, just click on the eye right there. And then on the one you can see, I'm gonna right click, press Convert to Smart Object. Right click again, and Rasterize Layer. So now we're gonna take the Quick Selection tool right here, and I'm just gonna go over the whole image. Now we're just gonna do the hair. It's got most of the hair. So now I'm gonna press Refine Edge, which is right here. And I have it on black. But in this case, because his hair is dark, I want to have it on white. Do that. And then I'm just gonna take this brush and just go around the hair. The hair is the main focus. Just focus on the hair. And then I'm gonna go back to black and see how that looks. It's very good. It's got all the little hairs. Okay, I'm gonna press OK and put a layer mask on it. That's why we converted it to Smart Object and then rasterize it so that we can apply a new layer mask. I'm just gonna go in with the brush tool because the Quick Selection tool made some of the edges like bad. So I'm just gonna go in like this so you can see the difference. And that's why we got rid of so much of the background so that it would make this a little easier. And now we're gonna fix up the hair. And now I'm gonna go in with a fluffy airbrush and just kind of brush in the areas that I want to bring back. And then I'm gonna lower the opacity and take away the areas that have some of the background left. And now we're pretty much done. Just bring in a background. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was somewhat informational, and I'll try to do a better tutorial next time. Bye!